Everybody, yesterday I talked about the difference between natural and refined sugars and why natural sugars are going to be so much better for your digestive system. Today I'm going to show you a recipe for holiday treats, and this treat only has a couple ingredients. You can do it one of two ways, and it is only natural sugar. It's gluten and dairy free for those of you who have allergies and miss out on a lot of treats during the holidays, and this recipe is great for your digestive system because it contains probiotics. So let's get into the recipe. For this recipe, you need 1 cup of almond yogurt, 2 tablespoons cacao powder, 1 tablespoon honey, and fruit of your choice. That's a great thing about this recipe is not only is it really quick and easy, but it just takes a couple ingredients. So first off, we're gonna put the almond yogurt into a bowl, and then we're gonna add cacao powder. Now it's important to get cacao powder rather than cocoa powder. There is a difference. The difference is cacao powder just contains a lot more vitamins and minerals and is overall much healthier for you than regular cocoa powder. So we add those two in the bowl and then add the teaspoon of honey. And you're gonna mix this all up. And this is gonna create what is essentially your base for 2 different desserts that we're gonna have. So once you mix it up, you can just serve it with any fruit of your choice. I really like it with these cutie oranges, is my favorite for Christmas, but I also like to have it with apples, bananas, strawberries are really good. And it has a very mousse-like texture, which makes it really yummy and decadent. So another way we can use it is we put it into a pan and we're gonna make a bark with it. So I'm gonna add pomegranate seeds onto the pan. I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon just to give it that holiday flavor. And then I'm also gonna sprinkle just a touch of salt, just a touch, to give it more sweetness, because when you add salt to things, it makes it sweeter. So I pop that in the freezer for a little while. And then once it's out of the freezer, and once you can tell it's done because all the pomegranate seeds will be kind of cloudy, which means they're also going to be crunchy, which is great. The pomegranate seeds also act as an antioxidant. So not only does this have probiotics, but it also has antioxidants in it, as well as a good amount of magnesium from the cacao. This is just a great healthy recipe, and it's super yummy. So I'm slamming this on the table so that it breaks apart, but then it's really easy to just peel off that tin foil and break it into chunks to create your bark. So this is something that needs just a little bit of time in the freezer, and it is good to go. Once you've broken up the bark, you are good to go. It's important to remember to keep this in the fridge because it will melt essentially, but let's try it. That's really yummy. The salt on the top really does do what I was talking about. It just makes it seem a little bit sweeter than it probably actually is. So this is a great treat. Remember, this one is probably not one that you want to set out on your table, but when you use it just as like a mousse to dip fruit in, that's perfectly good to set out on the table. So I hope you guys enjoy.